Y'all gotta pick a side and pick it right now.
Janelle ain't gonna stop till he takes everything.
I believe you can win this war.
I want justice for my wife's murder.
Let's take Tommy fucking Egan down.
All right, let's go.
They're closing in.
Am I calling a favor?
What's up, ugly ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I'm back with another video. You know what to do. If you're new, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking, but most importantly, make sure you share it with your ugly ass friends. On today's video, we got the Power Before Force season finale trailer breakdown. That's right, ugly ass niggas. So we are finally here for the grand finale of Power Before Force. And I will be here to break down all of the things that they gave us in this trailer while making a few predictions of what I think will be coming in this particular episode. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into this. Now we start this thing off. You got UglyAzzNiggaHTV. Of course, he's there with, I'm guessing, CBI members, and it looks like a couple of, because it looked like the guy right here in the background here, he's Hispanic. So to my knowledge, there isn't any Hispanics in the CBI, so I would guess that he has to be speaking to an entire the coalition, I would say. And maybe some of those guys are even part of the Marquez cartel, maybe. But anyways, though, you see him saying they need to pick a side and pick it right now, right? So he's basically telling the remaining members they need to pick a side on who they're going to side with. We know there's a lot of controversy that's going on with the coalition because of how things has turned out. You know, the RDs said that, Grayskull, he basically told them last episode that he hated them. So he also, said that he gonna give them to the end of the day, if I'm not mistaken, to give to him DMAC, and if not, consider themselves at war with another group or something like that. So, I mean, DMAC obviously not dead, so it makes me wonder, will the RDs be a part of this or not? Or will they be a potential enemy of his? Next, we got UglyAzzNiggaHTV again. He's outside. He's lurking. We know that he's outside of the funeral that was taking place because we know JP will have his funeral next episode. And he's looking to make some noise. Of course, he's going to look to take out Tommy and DMAC and anybody else in that matter that's close to him. So next, though, we see Tommy. He's having a conversation with Maria. And he's telling her that UglyAzzNiggaHTV is planning to he's not going to stop basically until he takes everything from him. So I kind of think in this situation, this is him telling Maria she should, because maybe Kate told Tommy that she was considering leaving, but I think Kate would say she doesn't blame her and that maybe he should consider letting her leave until all of this is settled, right? So this could be Tommy talking with Maria saying UglyAzzNiggaHTV ain't gonna stop until he, basically took everything from him, and he knows how precious Maria is to him. I mean, although she does have Tommy and Maria and the rest of the, IP and the people that's, loyal to Tommy, gonna be trying to protect her, but he can't guarantee anything. So the best thing to do is possibly get her out of town. But we know that, here there is a funeral. This is, of course, they're carrying them out. You see Kate, you see Genesis, DMAC, Maria, Tommy, and Miguel. And then you also see Cruz, Lily Lands over there to the left. So I believe this is probably very similar to, more than likely this is where, UglyAzzNiggaHTV, where we get this from, he's probably was just outside and then they end up coming out here, and that's when he's going to do whatever it is he's going to do. Now, one of my subscribers said that he believes that Jannard's not going to do anything here because maybe the police or something is going to be around, something that in place that prevents him from actually making a move here, so everyone here will be safe. But I mean, I don't know. It could turn out that way. I know a lot of people are saying Genesis might be a casualty here. A couple of them are saying Kate, but I don't know. I haven't decided exactly who I think could possibly go here, if any. But yeah, it could happen like you remember in Raising Kanan season 3, where Marvin took out Sal coming out, at a, well, it wasn't a funeral, but it was some kind of, I forgot what it's called, but anyways, it was similar to this, right? And then Marvin took out Sal, so could we see the same thing possibly going on here? Maybe. Next, we got, Tommy and Maria again. Maria's letting them know that she believes he could win the war. So is this possibly her saying that, she isn't going anywhere? She's going to stick around and because she believes in him to protect her? I hope that's not the case, because if that is the case, people, we might have to say bye to Maria and the baby. That sucks, but hey, that's what it sounded like. Next, we see Bobby jacking up with Bill Sang, because as we know, last episode he was able to catch him meeting up with Chen at the restaurant, so he now knows that he's dirty and he's working for the Marquez cartel, and that it's possible he has something to do with the death of his wife, or with because he doesn't really know for sure. It makes me wonder, is he buying that maybe the Marquez cartel is responsible for it? Or perhaps he just knows he has the power to help him get to justice, and he's, trying to force him to do so. Either way, we know that your boy Bobby is not going to be playing around with Bill Sang good last. And I mean, don't be surprised if he starts to try to come at Tommy again, because Tommy got his hands full. Anyways, next, this is what one of the biggest standout of the trailer, because we know we saw Vic leave on a plane with Ray at the end of episode 9, right? But he's here saying, let's take out Tommy. And if we look at the background, we know he's at the basement of UglyAzzNiggaHTV, so we gotta assume that he's probably speaking with Jannard, and that those two are plotting, because keep in mind, those are two people that, are looking to get revenge on Tommy, because Tommy has done damage to both of them, right? And here's the thing. I know I said I think Vic is going to ultimately do something to save Tommy, but I don't know. It's looking different. Who knows, though? Perhaps Vic could be a double agent. You just never know. But anyways, we know that Vic is here and he's doing something. And keep in mind that we've all been thinking about how he still has those people from New York that we have yet to see. And it makes you wonder, is he going to be linked to the Italians of New York? Meaning Alicia Marie's family, right? So we got to be on the lookout for that. And next we see Tommy walking out with Miguel and D-Mac is in him. D-Mac looks a little, upset still. Maybe he's still not. Well, actually, if you look at the clothing, you can see that this looks like it's fresh after they just got through. Because it looks like D-Mac has the same clothes on. I'm not sure, but I doubt he'd be wearing the bloody clothes. But when he got shot the other last episode, I'm pretty sure he probably had a vest on. And then you can see Cruz, he's in the back. But I don't think Miguel was wearing that. So maybe this isn't fresh after that. Either way, though, it looks like D-Mac is pretty upset about something. Maybe he feels like they're not doing enough to get to Jannard, perhaps. But he doesn't look too happy here. Then we see Shanti, looks like she's getting the troops ready and stuff like that. So it seems like she's still loyal to the story of when it comes to, having Tommy's back. But I don't know. She's very strategic, and she looks like she always have her own, agendas. So I guess we'll just have to see. here we see Tommy, he's engaging in the war. We've seen a major shootout going on with him and Jannard, and it seems like a bunch of other people. And then you see Jannard, he's firing back in the same location. So this is probably the grand finale of what's going to take place. I don't know about y'all, but it seems like Jannard might just survive this thing, people. The mind is there. But anyways, though, like I said, it looks like he's shooting from a distance, and then here, you know, I believe this to be Smiley. I'm almost certain that it is. So if you ask me, that means that Jannard must have flipped him. And then you also can see Bones. He's also in the shootout. I can guarantee you Bones probably getting his ass smoked in the finale. That nigga body here. And then we see what looks like to be a troublesome situation where Tommy's back is against the wall, and we see people closing in from all three sides. Because you see this person that's up here, that's Smiley up top. Obviously, that's Tommy at the bottom. And then on the left side, I know you can't see it from here, there's an ugly ass nigga that's coming right here. It's on the side, he's coming. And then also on the other side, there's another ugly ass nigga. So they definitely surrounded Tommy, and it looks like they about to take his ass out, but then boom, they start getting wet up out of nowhere. And a lot of people believe this to be Tariq is going to be coming in to save the day. And to be honest with you, more than likely it is him. He's probably going to be coming in right in the nick of time to, you know, take them out and knock them out and stuff like that. But I would like to say that what's going to end up happening here, because obviously, let me go ahead and address this part. We know at the end, Tommy's saying he's going to call in a favor. Pretty sure at a 95% rate that this favor he's talking about, that he's gonna call someone, is going to be Tariq. And Tariq is going to come along with a few of his crew members. Like we're still not exactly sure who's going to be. It could be Braden. It could be, you know, Braden could come with him. People have pointed out maybe Kane will come. We know Kane and Tariq didn't exactly get along, but you know, they could easily write something in to make it work with them. And maybe even Effie and a couple of others come with them as well. Now, I know UglyAzzNigga's probably asking what can Effie do in the war, maybe even Diana as well. But Effie, keep in mind, she's very tech savvy, so she could help them out with a bunch of other things as far as, like, you know, possibly helping set them up, you know, messing up their tech system that they might be using to help them. Anything, you know, how these writers can make something work. But I think even in the midst of that, Tariq is going to come and help them be able to form a strong resistance, but it might not be enough. And then boom, there goes that man. The glass niggas. He's going to have to come in and set all of it straight. And it's going to kind of happen towards the very end. The glass niggas. I know y'all thought y'all had me. Nope. We still slid it up in that storyline, the glass niggas. So, there you have it, the glass niggas. That is your season finale breakdown, pretty much. Definitely let me know what y'all thinking up in these comment sections. Who do you think Tommy is making the call to? I think that's quite obvious that's Tariq, but you got the glass niggas, believe it or not, they believe that it isn't. You know, who do you think Tariq could possibly bring with him and why? And also, could you see a scenario where Ghost coming in even after Tariq comes? Because Tariq might not be enough, and he has to save both of them. I think that'll be the best ending that they could possibly give us, especially with a massive cliffhanger going into Legacy. That'll be the best story they can give us. The ratings will be off the chain, and then you best to believe they will have an all-time high in premiere ratings once Legacy airs. But anyways, like I said, definitely let me know what y'all thinking. But like usual, if you're cool with me, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you think. But most importantly, make sure you share with your glad friends. But till the next video, I'm out.